Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I couldn't help but start playing Stanley Parable again now that Ultra Deluxe is out. And you can rest assured that I'm going to be going for some more fun endings. I have played this game a little bit more off camera, but there are some endings that I just. I'm gonna try to show all of them on camera.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I like work. Just hate my boss. I think a lot of us can agree with that. Be my Valentine. I wonder how randomized these mugs are. I see the door that says new content. I'm going to come back to it later.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So there are a couple of left door endings I'm going to be going for.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I like this one. Tips for not getting fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Man, why didn't I
hoping
think of that?
He might find an answer there.
It's so easy. The solution writes itself.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And yes, I'm aware that the sensitivity on that could go up. By the way, let's come over here. Ain't this a nice-ass bathroom? And with the exception of the mirror, don't you wish you had a bathroom like this? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Almost poignant when you think about it, isn't it?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked?
None whatsoever!
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, of course he couldn't. He couldn't possibly enter the code 2845. Maybe I don't want to enter 2845. I'm going to, though, just to...
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
By the way, for those of you who are wondering, the narrator is voiced by Kevin Brighting, and this man has just a beautiful, beautiful narration voice.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
And to spin in circles.
Now, when for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
I have another question. You have a Tylenol?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I mean, that leads to another ending, but there's an ending here I want to show you guys. I can't see anything. I'm gonna turn on the lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I got the strength to find out. I want to see what's on TV. This'll show me what's on TV.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Number 104 got fired.
The number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Also, 234 is a fun little mess of scribbles. See, I can already see you guys rewinding the video like, wait, what is on 234?
This
see it
mind
again?
control facility, it was too horrible.
Someone zoom
to
in on
believe
that
it
and
couldn't
tell
be
me what it
true.
says, if
Had
anything.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life.
No, I
in
can't
someone
accept that I'll
else's
go blind
control?
staring into a light bulb.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm not blind to the world. I'm blind because of a light bulb.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
Not gonna lie,
eating,
that kind of messed with
working,
my vision a little
all of
bit.
it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's right. I'm gonna dismantle the controls. We're gonna turn this thing off. We're gonna break it down, and we're gonna go and live our lives. Wait a minute. I can do this. I can have the machine all the time. No, we gotta be a good person. We're gonna turn this off and... But think of all the things that I could do if I had mind control powers. Think of all the pie I could eat without anyone telling me that it'll make me fat. No, we have to be moral. We have to turn the machine off and... Wait. But with this, I could make everyone forget how much debt I'm in. Fuck it.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
That's
what
right.
you wanted? Control?
Yep.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I thought it was my
I'm afraid
story.
you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For
What are you
example,
talking about?
and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That sounds bad.
How long until detonation then?
Forever.
Let's say, 2 minutes.
That's not very much
This
time.
is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's
Define
your
fun.
story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
I desire to
This is
leave.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all
Hey,
this means.
yellow
I
button.
barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a
What's up with
good
this
mood.
yellow button?
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
That sounds
Other
mean.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it...
You're not a very
burn to
nice person.
crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come
You're
up
way
with
more
the
evil than
next
I am.
go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
You're making me
These are
suffer.
precious
For no reason.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
What do you mean,
Is it
feel
that
safe
you
to
have
say?
no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look,
That's what I thought.
running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
That's right.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
I'm not a video game.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
To run away.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
No, I'm not.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Hey, what does that mean?
Take a look at
I
the
don't-
clock, Stanley.
What do you mean?
That's
What do you mean
30
goodbye?
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just
Damn
you
it.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately?
I'm not
Or will
dying.
you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't.
I choose to
It's
kick
all
you in the
same
balls.
to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade.
Can I just stick my
until
head
the
between
moment
my
I
legs
say,
and kiss my ass
"Here
goodbye?
you are."
Well, that was one ending. And ultimately, not a bad ending. It's all about that feeling of choice and control. Now, let's say we go for another one, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, that's it. I just missed a memo. When you go to the meeting room, I'm going to find... Why do I sound like Batman?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so yes, we're going to go for another left door ending. This one I discovered only partially by accident.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hang on, before I go looking for answers, I'm going to walk on the table. Check this out, I'm going to walk on the table. Uh-oh. Jumped over the table. Hold on. Uh-oh. I did it again. And, yep, I'm on the table. Look at all these graphs. Look at all that corporate jargon. Look at the mug that I walked on. Enjoy your coffee. By the way, I looked it up. The ending that you get for the broom clause isn't really an ending. It's just a goofy series of circumstances.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, so in order to get this ending, I need to carefully orchestrate timing. Some of you might already know what I'm about to do. So, oh wait. You know what? No, let's not do that ending just yet. I had another idea.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
It means that the
He began
developers didn't
wildly
want to render
tearing
other
through
people.
papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking
I did
behind
that.
paintings.
I mean, yeah, I did that.
Desperate for clues to his situation. But his
Is that a
attention
bird?
was caught by
Is
a
that a
keypad
dinosaur?
behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2845.
Yeah,
But of
that's it.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nope, couldn't have known it at all.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
Would have been better
into
if it was
the
1, 2,
newly
3, 4,
opened
5.
passageway.
I like pressing buttons on elevators. Check this out. Now if we go this way, that looks dangerous. There's sparks in my hair. I don't want to go that way. I want to go back up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I got scared by the sparks. Hello? Hello? Boss? Anybody?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's
But a
still
lot
just
darker.
exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Were you making fun of me? It's not a good idea to make fun of Batman. Alright, fine, I'll go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I told you, it's because I'm Batman.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
None of his sparks. I'm scared, I want to go back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Told you to stop making fun of Batman. In all seriousness, yes, this is an ending. You just go up and down the elevator repeatedly like a dumbass.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Hey, wait a minute. Why can't I have coffee like that bird? I want coffee.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Narrator? Narrator? I think he's just taking the piss out of me.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Well, I can't open the door. All the books are just two-dimensional textures. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back down the elevator.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath
right.
of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
That didn't sound nice. Alright, no more sparks. Ah, sparks, they scare me. I want off.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, The agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley,
Not really.
it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
That
They
seems
want
silly.
big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Like a pie.
Where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it.
It's like a Marvel
we're
movie.
So starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
Tradition sucks.
You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Okay.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good.
Wait.
Here.
Where did this come from? This isn't the boss's office.
The room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Live, the guy who went to Mars. All eyes on Stanley. Wait a minute, that's me. What's going on? World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Through the door. Sentient machine. Uh-oh, Skynet's real.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
From the apartment ending, I am actually kind of intrigued about that. There isn't really a press conference out here, is there? That would just be ridiculous. Oh my god. What have I done? Oh my god, I look so average. Alright, so how's that for an ending? That one I discovered was actually added in, not necessarily for Ultra Deluxe, but was added kind of partway through the development of the original Stanley Parable. Not like the original Flash game, but like the original console release or PC, whatever you want to call it. So I figured that one was a little bit too much fun not to show. So there you go, a couple of Stanley Parable endings, and hopefully a lot more fun. And don't worry, I'll be coming back to this game. I love this game so much. So thank you guys very much for tuning in and checking out what I've been doing with my time. If you like it, then drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, feel free to keep coming back for more stuff, and I will be happy to provide. In the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you